So today let us start the chapter Modes of Nutrition in Plants. So what are the modes or types of nutrition in plants? The mode or nutrition of plant can be divided into two types, the autotroph and the heterotroph. Autotroph are the ones who can prepare their own food, and all the green plants naturally comes under autotroph. And heterotroph are the ones who cannot prepare their own food and need to depend on others for their nutrition, for or to obtain their nutrition. So I can say that heterotrophs directly or indirectly obtain the nutrition from autotrophs, and they are mainly of four types: parasitic, symbiotic, saprophytic, and insectivorous. The heterotroph mode of nutrition is also known as the spatial type of nutrition. Now, how do autotrophs prepare their food? See, autotrophs means the green plants take sunlight, they take sunlight, they take carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil to produce the food called glucose. That is the carbohydrate, the monosaccharide unit of carbohydrate, glucose. And the oxygen evolved is being released in the air. The process by which the plants prepare their food is called photosynthesis. Now, the main mechanism we will learn in the photosynthesis class. Now, we will know who are the main parts of the plants. Leaves are the main parts of the plant who takes place, where photosynthesis takes place. So leaves can be said as the kitchen of the plants. So leaves are called the kitchen of the plants. And who inside the kitchen actually works? See, the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll are the ones who absorb the sunlight and helps in the process of photosynthesis. See, this is the internal structure of the leaf, or the transverse section of the leaf. This is the upper epidermis, this is the lower epidermis, and they are covered by the layer cuticle, which help the cells to prevent from any kind of external injury. And this is the mesophyll layer. It consists of mainly two cells. See, these are the palisade mesophyll and these are the spongy mesophyll. And these cells are parenchymatous in nature. So you can also say this as palisade parenchymatous cells and spongy parenchymatous cells. Okay, and see this dotted structure. These are the chlorophylls who actually absorb the sunlight to prepare the food. And the lower epidermis is often interrupted by the opening, by the opening of stomata, or they're often interrupted by the presence of stomata. Now, the stomatal opening or the stomata helps in the exchange of gases, helps in the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. And these stomata are prevented from external injury by the spatial type of cells called the guard cells. Okay? Now coming to the spatial mode of nutrition. The first is parasitic nutrition. From the name you can guess that parasite means harmful. So it is very harmful to others. That means for its own benefit, it can weaken or destroy or harm the host plant from where it actually obtained the nutrition. See, parasitic nutrition is a mode of heterotrophic nutrition where an organism lives on the body surface or inside the body of another type of organism. The parasite obtain nutrition directly from the body of the host. The parasites obtain nutrition directly means through sucking it obtain the nutrition from the host plant. But as it is parasitic in nature, I can say it destroy the plant. See, the example of parasitic plant is Cuscuta. Cuscuta is a parasitic plant. It has no chlorophyll and cannot prepare its own food by the process photosynthesis. Instead, it grows on the other plants using their nutrients for its growth, and as a result it weakening the host plant, and as a result it weaken or destroy the host plant. So, the organisms which depend on the other organisms are the host. For food are called parasites. Now, parasites are dependent on other organisms, and those are the host of those parasites. Clear? Now, parasites can be of two types, ectoparasites and endoparasites. As you know, ecto means outer and endo means inner. So, ectoparasites live in the outer surface of the host and endo inner. So, ectoparasites. Ectoparasites are the parasites that live on the outer surface of the host and are generally attach themselves during feeding. They actually grow on the host plant but actually attach themselves towards the host plant when the need of nutrition is required or during feeding. Okay, so example in case of plants, as we are doing plant nutrition, it is dodder. Cuscuta is a total shoot parasite of many plants and lives on the body of the plant. I will show the picture. In case of animals, if I give the example, you can say the lices which remain or grow on the head of the human. So they live on the surface of the head and obtain nutrition from human cells, human head cells. So similarly, endoparasites. In endoparasites, that is the parasites that live in the tissue and organs of their host. Here, as in animal, I can say the example like the worms which live inside the human intestine. Okay, in case of plants, it is Rafflesia is the example, but it grows on the other plant by absorbing ready-made food of the host plant by sucking. Now see, it is growing on top of it, but it is endoparasite as it is absorbing the ready-made food directly through sucking. As a plant or the flower or the plant cannot grow inside the other plant, right? So this is the dodder, the example of ectoparasite. See on the host plant shoot, it is growing and attaching for its need of nutrition. And this is Rafflesia, which is the example of endoparasite, and it is also growing on the host plant and sucking its ready-made nutrition for its own growth and development. Now moving to the next nutrition, that is saprophytic mode of nutrition. See, the mode of nutrition in which organisms obtain nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter is called saprophytic nutrition. So this is saprophytic nutrition which actually grow on dead and decaying matter, and it obtain its nutrient from that decaying organic matter. Okay, example is rhizopus, bread mold, mucor, pin mold, yeast, and agaricus. You know that mushrooms specially grow on dead and decaying matter only. So this type of nutrition is known as saprophytic mode of nutrition. See a few examples of saprophyte. These are all mushrooms only. These are the mushrooms. See, they're growing on dead and decaying matter and obtaining its nutrient from there. This is agaricus, these are amanita, these are poisonous mushrooms. These are not. So, moving to the next mode of nutrition, symbiotic mode of nutrition. This mode of nutrition is very, very interesting mode of nutrition. Why? Because here the host, because here the two organisms live in a mutual beneficial association, or live in a relationship like friendship type of relationship, or adjustment is done between the two. Okay, the two organisms here live in a very cooperative manner. They cooperate with each other. I will give you this and I will take from you this, like this. But no one will harm each other. As you have seen in parasites, they are harming the host. Here, nothing like that occurs. See, symbiotic nutrition or symbiosis is mutually beneficial association existing between two organisms, and both organisms derive benefits from each other without causing any harm to each other. See examples: leguminous plants show symbiotic mode of nutrition. Alga and fungus live together. The association of alga and fungi is known as lichen. Lichen is a relationship between algae and fungi. And in case of leguminous plants, what happened? A special type of bacteria called rhizobium lives in the root nodules. See the picture? See, in the root nodules of leguminous plants, the bacterial growth occurs. The rhizobium stays and they fix the nitrogen for the plants. Okay? This is lichen, that is the association between algae and fungi. Next interesting mode of nutrition is insectivorous nutrition. The plant eating the animal. Okay, so in insectivorous nutrition, the plant is eating the whole animal by trapping itself. Trapping the whole insect inside it. See, insectivorous means insect eating plants. These plants derive most of their nutrition from the insects they trap and consume. These plants grow in humid areas where plenty of sunlight and moisture is found. These are found in nitrogen deficient soil. So, you know that plant nitrogen is the main constituent for the growth of the plant, or the main nutrient for the growth of the plant. In the nitrogen deficient soil, where will these plants get the nutrition from? So, for its own growth and development, it traps the insects and obtain the nutrition directly from those insect body. That is why they grow on the nitrogen deficient soil. So that is why they trap and digest insects to absorb nutrients. Example: Drosera, Venus flytrap, Nepenthes. The common name of Nepenthes is pitcher plant, and common name of Drosera is sundew plants. See, this is Drosera. This is pitcher plant. When the insect come and sit here, it's slippery in nature and it slips down inside the vessel. These two are the Venus flytrap. When the insect come and sit on the leaf, it gets entrapped by the leaves. Like this, leaves get closed. Now for this, how do insectivorous get its nutrition? There is a very interesting video. See the video, you will get the more clear idea hope the video gave you the clear idea of how do these insectivorous trap the insects. See here one another picture, plant taking in a whole batch. Even this is possible. A plant is taking in the whole batch for its nutrition. Now see, replenishment of nutrients in soil. Now for this, the beneficial mode of nutrition is symbiotic relationship. They not only beneficial each other, but they also benefit the farmers. How? See, some fungi live in the roots of the plants, and the roots of the plant provide the shelter and nutrition for those fungus, while fungus provide important nutrients to the plant. As I've said, they are mutually cooperative. As you know that plant need nitrogen to grow, but it cannot take the nitrogen from atmosphere, right? As you know that plants takes nutrients from the soil. It takes nitrogen also from the soil. So these bacteria who can fix or absorb the nitrogen directly from the air helps to give that nitrogen to the plant, and as a result what do plant do? They not only provide nutrition, they are also providing the shelter uh, to this fungus. See, because of continuous farming, nutrients keep declining in the soil. If in a particular soil, the farming goes on continuously, then in that soil, the nutrients keep on declining. So, hence, to replenish those nutrients, fertilizers are added to the soil. So, you know that farmers add nitrogenous fertilizers to the soil to for the healthy growth of the plants. But if those legume plants can be farmed, then it is not required. See how. Plants require a lot of nitrogen to grow and to be healthy. You know that the main constituent of plant to grow are potassium, nitrogen and phosphorus. All these nutrients they take from the soil. It cannot fix it from the atmosphere. So nitrogen, among the three, nitrogen is the main constituent of growth and development for the plants. So although a lot of nitrogen is available in the atmosphere, but plants cannot absorb nitrogen in gaseous form. There is a bacterium called rhizobium which lives in the root nodules of the legumes plants like gram, moong, etc. And this bacteria can absorb nitrogen directly from the atmosphere and make it available for the plants. Rhizobium cannot make its own food. Hence, it provides nitrogen to the legumes and in return, the legumes provide them food and shelter. This is an example of symbiotic relationship. This has great importance for farmers. Why? Because fields in which leguminous plants are grown from time to time do not need addition of nitrogenous fertilizers. So you can see how the symbiotic relationship or the symbiotic mode of uh, nutrition is ultimately helping the farmers also. And not only that, because there is no need of additional sorry because there is no need of additional um fertilizer to be added in the soil, and in this way it replenish the declining nutrient soil also. So thank you, and this much for today. So students, along with the chapters, please go through the related and probable questions from these chapters and also do watch the other videos, and it will be easy for you to construct your own answers. So please go through the chapter thoroughly as I've explained it in a very simple and easy language, and along with that, try to understand in the stepwise manner so that you can construct your own answers. Okay, in your own language. It will be easier for you all to construct your own answers in your own language. So please go through the related questions and also watch the videos of the other chapters and share with your friends and other students as much as possible so that they get benefit from this video, because it is in very simple explanation.